let me just start here, and let me just say that Mark's gonna go over this very carefully, so we can make sure that we don't. What can I see? I'm okay. Wait a minute, Mark. All right, moved it. So you have to join the meeting here like this.
All right, are you trying to share the screen?
No, I don't want to share the screen. I'm gonna let you talk. But
no, that's what I'm saying. Can anybody see my screen?
I got it.
I cannot.
Okay. Did you try to and it didn't work, or have you had it? You're not in a position where you can click the link.
Hang on, let me see if I can. I wasn't sure if mine was right because I actually dialed the wrong number today and I got really scared. That's why I dialed in. Let me see.
And Leonard, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I'm connecting to it now.
Okay, excellent. It may take just a minute, so if you need to continue your piece, Eric, I would say go ahead.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over this because it's really, we kind of made it really slick here so you guys won't have to worry about filling out much at all. Mark just updated again so it can auto-populate certain areas here, and he's going to go over each one of those. So, but what I want to do, since we've had this hiccup with FSI, Eric Modrick, matter of fact, I want to make sure that what we send into them going forward is correct for the next 3 or 4 weeks. So rather than send your spreadsheets directly to Debbie and to Eric, send them to me, and then Mark and I will take a look at them and make sure they're correct, and then I will forward over to Eric and Debbie. And once we get on a good footing, because we're under a microscope and we got another big contract we're going after, and I don't want, and it's in their office, and I don't want a bad taste in their mouth about a Keywell to harm other opportunities for us. So
I totally understand, and I don't either.
Yeah, so that is the reason for that. And now that I said that, Mark's going to just go over this thing and show you just how easy it is and what is required. Mark, on you.
Okay. Leonard and Kate, are you to the point where you can see my screen yet?
Well, I see the.
I cannot,
yeah,
but I have
it.
the timesheet that Eric sent me that has the 5 tabs at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, it says not viewing Mark
can't
Johnson's screen. I'm sorry?
Okay. And so you can see the spreadsheet here on the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. This is trying to make this as simple as possible and as intuitive as possible, as Eric mentioned. So what I'm going to do here is I've opened up the timesheet document. So I made this work instruction that I included in the email. And so you open up the timesheet document, and the first step from there, it's pretty simple. You see down at the bottom, we've got tabs for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. They all basically look about the same. The only thing that's different is the dates, of course. And so the idea behind this is to send them one document for each week, not 5 different attachments, one for each day, but they've specifically asked for, at least as I understand it, one document. And so to start out, you go to Monday, and so since I'm the one filling it out here, I'm going to type in my name where it says type name here, and I'm going to type Mark Johnson because that happens to be my name. And so when you look here, you'll see my name there at the top, but if I scroll down to the bottom, you see it's there down at the bottom as well. And so the same is true if I go to Tuesday. You see it's already populated my name there at the top and there at the bottom. Same is true for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And so I'll go back to Monday. I just wanted to show that so you can see. The same is basically going to be true for the date. So since it's not Monday, we're not on this week of the 1st anymore, so we're going to switch that to the 8th. So where it says date in cell A6, I'm changing that to 2/8/2016. And so that's filled in there. it also takes care of it down at the bottom. See, it has changed the bottom also to 2/8. And so the other piece of that is it's done that on all the other pages, except it does it +1. And so if I go to Tuesday, it doesn't say 2/8, it says 2/9 at the top in A6 and at the bottom in C24 and in C29. And so that's going to be the same on Wednesday, except it's one more day farther along. Does somebody have a question?
No,
No, thank you for doing
it's
that.
automatically populating as you go along. You don't have to worry about it after your first entry, your first Monday entry. You're good to go for the next 4 days.
Yeah, that's the idea. And so once you've got the name and the date, that's most of the rest of this is the same as what it's been. It's just you're just going to go for each respective day. So for Monday, if my task is, we're just going to say task 1 because I don't know all your task descriptions. And my hours worked for the 8 o'clock hour is 1 hour. And so it'll fill in down at the bottom. And so I think you guys have probably already seen this.
Mm-hmm.
And so it fills in day by day. So I won't belabor that portion unless anybody has questions about that.
You got to make sure.
I have a question for Eric. What is it that they will be satisfied with, FSI I'm talking about, with regard to our description of our task? I think I'm too wordy. I go into too much detail. And I've noted that it's best, it looks like you, like Kate, you go along with just making it very simple and straightforward. Is that?
Keep it as simple as possible. These people are fed. Keep it as simple as possible and don't confuse them.
Yeah, you don't have to put a lot of detail in there. You can keep it pretty descriptive of I looked at whatever task 1 and did 5 PDs, PD description, whatever. You can kind of take your hit from what Kate does.
All right, that's what I want to know because I want to go along with the right practice. So I'm going to simplify it.
Another thing is, so if you had started 8 and worked through 11 o'clock on the same thing, like I looked at PD number 5 and been working on that from 8 to 11, then you put 8 to 9, you say PD number 5 worked on, and then 9 to 10, PD number 5. You can just copy and paste PD number 5 for the hours that you worked on. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay. Mark, what else you got to show? Now, the one thing that Mark, in the center part where we got the hours, the telework description, and total hours, that is not going to populate to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You're going to have to work on those separately when you follow what I'm saying?
No. What is it?
Yes, sir.
So you notice everything that Mark was talking to you about populating. Go ahead, Mark.
Right.
And explain.
Yeah, I think what you're saying, Eric, is that I've just filled in Monday, which you and Leonard I know can see. I filled in all 8 hours, and now if I go to Tuesday, it's starting fresh.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Probably. Yeah.
So
that's
on those days you gotta show separate entries for what you're doing.
Yeah. Daily. Yeah. The daily work. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's basically the process as it relates to inputting it. I won't belabor that portion of it. You just do it, Monday and then Tuesday and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And so my only question, I think for you, Eric, is I know we've got a federal holiday coming up here soon, if my calendar is correct. And so what is our plan for that? So if we have a federal holiday, will we just enter holiday and put 0?
Yeah, they can do that. Put holiday and 0. That shows it didn't work on the holiday.
Okay, because it's still important we reflect that date, correct?
Say that again. I didn't do muff.
I'm saying that it's still important that that date is reflected to the client ultimately. Like if Monday is a federal holiday, you'll still go through and fill it out. You'll just put holiday and your total hours worked will be 0, assuming you don't work.
You guys got that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page there, that we're accounting for every weekday, whether we work it or not.
Right. It should look like it's going to look the same as your timesheet, the hours that you put in your timesheet. Except that, you know, if you want to put PTO there, you can still put PTO. They don't have to see PTO. They really only want to see the hours that you worked. So PTO is going to end up being 0, but you don't have to put PTO or you don't have to put holiday, but you can. You can make it mirror the same thing that you would do for your timesheet.
Okay.
And so that they'll know exactly what you're doing.
As far as hours, unless anybody has any other questions, I mean, it seems like we're pretty clear on, you know, column C and D where you enter the task descriptions and the hours worked. And so, you know, once you have that, you want to double check and just make sure everything's complete and correct. So if I was going through this on my own, I'd see, oh, I forgot Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so I need to go ahead and enter everything there. So I know that having it all in one document is a good thing, but it also makes it easy to overlook an individual sheet. And so before you finish and save it, you might just do a final check there. And then once you are ready to save, it's pretty straightforward. The only difference is you want to do a save as, because you're going to want to save a timesheet for each week, not for each day, but for each week. And so you go File, Save As, and so timesheet, this is my folder. I mean, it might be desktop for you, but so for timesheet, I'm going to put Johnson timesheet, and since this is for the week ending Friday the 12th, I'm going to put 12 Feb 2016. That is right, isn't it? Yeah, the 12th.
Right.
And so that way, I've saved it with a unique name for that week, so that when I go to save next week, I don't run the risk of saving over it.
Right.
Because it's good to keep records.
Right. Now that's basically how I my name file. I would suggest that you put FSI timesheet because it could get confused.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, add FSI to that.
Right.
That's an easy fix there. So we'll make sure that we've got that. But once you have saved the file with a new name, it's just like Eric mentioned before. You can send it to him, carbon copy me, at least for the next couple of weeks until we're certain that we're all on the same page here, because we want to make sure that we're putting our best foot forward with the clients, since this is obviously a hot button issue for them.
Of course. Thank you for helping us with that.
No problem.
Okay.
If you have any trouble with the spreadsheet, if it does anything weird to you, just call me or shoot me an email, and I'll be right on it.
Okay, sounds good. One last question. I noted when you were going through the Mark, there was in one of the columns or rows, it split, and it did that to me before. How do you fix that when you're going down?
Yeah, I need to make an
that
edit
right
on
there.
that. I see that on the 10 or 11 o'clock hour there. It's like basically I've failed to merge cells there, and so
can you
I'll
fix
send out
that?
a final version of this that reflects that merge, and that reflects the revision to the work instructions to show FSI.
Okay, so that's going to be fixed in your final sample?
Yeah, I'll send something out shortly after this call that has a revision.
Okay.
Thank you, Mark.
All right, sounds good. Very good. Thank you so much, Mark.
All right, well, I appreciate you guys. I know it's pretty basic stuff, but we just want to make sure everybody's on the same page, so we appreciate you taking the time to go through it with us on the call.
No, anytime. Thank you so much for making it.
Yep. Let's hope FSI is happy with it.
I hope
That's
so.
the key. I got to run,
That's what
so
we're going
guys,
for.
All right. Thanks, Eric.
See you later.
Thanks. You guys have a great day. Bye.
All right. Bye now.
Okay, thanks, Leonard.
Okay. Take care, Mark.